Hey, Miss Iris. Wonderful, excellent, beautiful lady. How are you? I figured it might be easy or just for me to give you a quick video tutorial of how to look at engagement for Matrix because that piece is already implemented in the system. So once you log in and you're going to be toggling back and forth between sort of the Apex and Matrix sites. So they're not the same. So just keep that in mind because sometimes even when I'm working back and forth, like I'll get mixed up. So if you're going into Matrix, just make sure that it says Matrix here and that you're actually logging in with your Matrix email. So once you're in the DP system, uh, for the Matrix side, like over here on the left-hand side, you'll see this little green A and it says apps. So just click on that drop down and then go into student engagement and you want to look at the current engagement. And you can look at it by course or by students. Usually I would recommend to look at it by student because if you click on it by course, it compiles all the information for all the kids in that respective course, everything. So it takes like several seconds to populate all of that data because it's like literally millions of records compiled into kind of one array. So it takes a while. So again, recommend just looking at it by student. And then let's see. So I'm going to use test student Luis Aceves Gomez. And when you want to look at the student, you can click Control F, put in the student that you're searching for. It's in alphabetical order by first name, so just keep that in mind. And then once you find the student, you can just click on the magnifying glass on the right. That will take you into the student engagement view. Again, it's spinning, so give it, 6 to 7 seconds to load all of that data because it takes a little bit. And then you'll see that this will populate like all of the students' engagement for the learning. Let me think again. Yeah, so it is specific for the learning period. Okay, so it's not for the whole year. It's not. Matrix is kind of on like they have 10 different learning periods per track. So this view is specific into that learning period. So let's say we want to look at his English 9B engagement, which is down here. So we can just go in, we can see like how many summatives he submitted, how many formatives, just a quick snapshot. He's had 7 logins, and then we can click into that magnifying glass if you need to drill down a little deeper into what he's actually doing, and that will give all of his logins, what he's accessing, the summatives that he's looking at, and then obviously he has his summative submits, 4 of them. He's doing a very good job. What he's accessing with the formative and the formatives that he's turned in. And again, as I mentioned, it's specific to that learning period. So we call them reporting segment. Basically, it's just that month 7 in track A, and those are the time frames. And then it lists the specific course. And then from the breadcrumb menu at the top, if you wanted to go back and look at, more students, you can go and actually by student, that'll take you back into Lewis's main view if you wanted to go back in and look at another course that Lewis is working on. Again, it's kind of slow just due to the nature of all the information it's compiling, and probably compounded by the fact that it's bad coding and needs to be optimized. Anyway, and then you could go look and see, okay, let's see what he did in Bio A. Doesn't look like he's done very much. So he's logged in a few times, not really clicking into the lesson, not really clicking into the summatives for there, and he doesn't have any summatives and he doesn't have any formatives. And that might be because he is finished with that course. And you can verify that by, let's see, so Biology A, Luis Aceves Gomez. You could verify that by just going into his dashboard. So sometimes you'll be toggling between the two. Let's just see what his biology Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's basically completed that course. So that's why there's no engagement for that particular course as far as like summative access or lesson entries, because he's completed. So maybe just cross-reference sometimes if you're wondering about a student's specific course, because right now he's only working on these three. Well, looks like physical ed, he hasn't done anything in there, but that he's actively working in integrated math 1B and English 9B. And then if you wanted to even drill down and further into his work, you can click on the title of the course and that'll take you in. And okay, and he's done all four sums. So it looks like he's almost complete with English 9B. So either the instructor here needs to give him more summatives or he's completed. And, if you wanted to go even further and let's see, go back home and go back into, who the teacher was, like you could, I'm assuming if it's English, it's probably Bernstein or Miss Van. Let's see, I think Van has English 10, Bernstein has 9. And so you could see from Bernstein, and we'll just go into his English 9 course because he may only have those 4 summatives. And let's take a look. Yeah, so basically the student has completed the course and Bernstein just needs to issue him a final grade, which typically can be done at the end of the learning year. So that's probably not a big deal. And then just to go back to your dashboard, you just click on home and then up here, click here to return to your administrative role, and that'll kick you back into your DPNG role. So I know I kind of rambled on a little bit, but again, it's just going to apps, student engagement current, and then looking at the particular student's engagement, choosing the course that you want to look at. And then if there's any question regarding particular work, you can go back into the student's dashboard, maybe look at his work there. And if he needs, summatives assigned, again, it might be a situation where A, like in Lewis's case, he's completed it, or B, he just needs the instructor to issue him another summative. So I know that's kind of multitasking, and the views could probably be made a little bit more seamless, but that's what we have right now. So I hope that's helpful. Regarding Apex, there's nothing like that on the Apex side right now because Apex is a semester system. It's, not in the online, more strict reporting nature that Matrix is under. I could probably code something to look at the semester views, but I would need some time on that. So yeah, give me a little bit of time to think about how I can do that, and maybe I can get an engagement piece put in for Matrix. But right now that only, or excuse me, for Apex, but right now that only exists for Matrix. Anyway, sorry, I feel like I've really been rambling a lot, and I hope that what I've said is helpful. I might have just confused you. But if you wanted to take some time and do a Zoom or a GoToMeeting, I can show you like